Cassian and Andor's storyline in the first 3 episodes of season 2 of Andor were really interesting. We're going to be talking spoilers, so this is going to be your spoiler warning for the episodes, but I do like how the episode starts off with him stealing an Imperial fighter and then trying to get away with it. It gives that nice spy feel as he's trying to secretly do this, working with someone else who's going against the Empire, but I find it hilarious that he goes there and it absolutely goes to shit instantly. Like, he can't fly the ship, he starts firing everywhere, and it's like this really edge of your seat moment where you're like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Is he gonna get caught and have to break out, or is he gonna get away barely unscathed? Like, I thought it was a really cool moment to watch him try to learn how to use the thing while blowing up these stormtroopers and getting his ass out of there. And even when he lands on the planet, which actually seems to turn out to be Yavin 4, which is a planet we see in the original Star Wars films, which is where the base of the rebellion is. So just a nice little Easter egg there for that. But I like when he lands there, we have these guys who are trapped there, they're running away from something, and then they got stuck on the planet. And I just kept thinking with these guys, especially when they started fighting with each other, you know, if you just worked together with Cassian and you realized that he was part of the rebellion and not the Empire, you would have gone off that planet alive. But instead, they had a mutiny with one another, went against each other, took out some of their own med, and then got attacked by these creatures on the planet. And I just found it ironic that they honestly would have all survived if they just worked with the person who was trying to talk to them. But I thought it was like this cool moment of showing him get stuck, everything else going kind of crazy with everyone else he knows in the galaxy, and him having to escape to go save Bix and his friends. Which obviously that doesn't go exactly as planned, because when he does make it over there, the Imperial inspectors are slowly starting to realize that there's people here who are illegal and that they shouldn't be there. Which is just all setting up the unfortunate events of Brasso dying, Cassian saving Bix and Willem. This is really cool to show how dangerous everything is right now, showing how people need to survive against the Empire, and I really like what they're doing. And just gave us a really awesome moment of Cassian swooping in, blasting these stormtroopers, saving some of his friends and getting out of there, but not without coming out unscathed, and just having this more like saddened part of the episode where now they lose someone and showing how dangerous it is, and setting up more stakes and most people of more concerns most likely not making out alive, because we know how the events of Rogue One play out. So it's very interesting to see how they're kind of playing his character so far. You know, he's in the rebellion. He still doesn't fully understand everything, because we noticed that when he's talking to Keela, where she's talking in code, but he's just trying to figure out what's going on without trying to be discreet at all. So I really like how they put this in there, because it's like showing him that he's still learning how to be a rebel and having to learn the more covert stuff that has to go along with it. Pretty cool, and I can't wait to see what else he kind of gets up to in this season and how it all leads into Rogue One. But let me know, what do you think of his story for these first 3 episodes?